Good morning, traders. Richard here doing a quick Ichimoku cloud chart market review of the FTSE100 index. We'll start with the weekly Ichimoku cloud. On this chart, the index is dangerously close to slicing through the bottom end of the cloud. That means the outlook on the weekly will change from bullish to bearish. It's also navigating this front cloud support zone that's failed. This front end of the cloud 7237. We need to be back above that zone. But absolutely critical for the index not to dip below this bottom end cloud, because that'll change the outlook from bullish to bearish. So a successful rebound from this cloud chart level is something we're looking for. If that rebound fails and it dips below the cloud, then the outlook's going to change from bullish to bearish on the weekly Ichimoku. Now, we had a nice rally from this fourth quarter low. It managed to find support at the bottom in the cloud. They broke through the top end of the cloud, and then we had a nice little rally, only to run into trouble here with like a double top, almost a triple top formation there at 7,687 zone. Let's sell off then, and then try to rebound from this front end cloud chart support zone, which coincides well with that level there. So absolutely critical for the FTSE to remain above this bottom end cloud chart. The catalyst to watch out for: as soon as we dip below this level, then the outlook will change to bearish, and then we have various levels to the downside to check for potential support in the FTSE. But FTSE is definitely not out the woods yet. The rally is under pressure on the weekly Ichimoku. Now, turning to the daily Ichimoku, you can see that resistance zone here at 7,600 roughly. And then the index sliced to the top end of the cloud, generated a sell signal, sliced to the bottom end of the cloud, tried to rebound very close to the March 22 lows here, February and 22 lows here, March lows here, then managed to rebound back above the cloud, only to run into trouble at the front end cloud chart resistance level, as well as the standard line of the cloud here, that purple line. It then reversed lower. So currently the FTSE is bearish on the daily Ichimoku. Price action below the cloud is bearish, and price action above the cloud is bullish. So we are dangerously close to changing the outlook from bullish to bearish on the weekly, but it's already bearish on the daily Ichimoku cloud. Now turning to the 4-hour Ichimoku. There we can see how the cloud is now resistance. There was a beautiful sell signal in the index here at 7,560. Another sell index when it sliced through 7,400. And then the long-term outlook has now changed on the 4-hour chart. We really need to be back above the top end of the cloud if you're a buyer. But there are some short-term swing trades. As you can see, it rebounds from the support level at 7,000 back up to the bottom end of the cloud where it met resistance. So there was plenty of swing trade opportunities. But from a long-term perspective, the daily is bearish, the 4 hours bearish, and now it's about for the weekly one, critical for the weekly one not to change the bearish outlook. Otherwise, that weekly chart will roll over as well. Pretty much very thick resistance to get past here from an Ichimoku cloud. You can see the standard line of the cloud there. Remains a resistance zone, as well as the front end of the cloud. We really need to see a breakout past this significant cloud chart resistance on the 4-hour Ichimoku. Turning to the hourly Ichimoku cloud, FTSE, the beautiful sell signal there when it sliced through the bottom in the cloud here at 7,500 zone. And a nice short rally with the bottom end of the cloud here act as a resistance zone. Did manage to rebound from the 7,000 zone for the third time after it tested it. Broke through the bottom end of the cloud, broke through the top end cloud chart resistance. That level there on the hourly is a major resistance zone, and that should act as support now, but it's still testing that resistance zone. And then the other resistance zone is the front end of the cloud here, that 7,231. So the outlook, unfortunately, on the hourly is still now below the cloud. We did have a brief rally above the cloud, so there was plenty of swing trade opportunities with that. But we retested the 7,000 low again for potential support zone there, 7,020. And so it's range bound between these levels now, between 7,000 and 7,200 and 7,300. It really needs to break past this bottom end cloud chart resistance zone for the outlook to change from bearish to bullish. Any price action above the cloud is bullish. Any price action below the cloud is bearish. So we really need to see a breakout past this cloud chart resistance, particularly 7,231 on the hourly chart. But so still risky times for the FTSE, since price action on the hourly is bearish, price action on the 4 hours bearish, price action on the daily is bearish. but it's still the weekly one, which is absolutely at a critical time for this index. Now we can see absolutely at a critical time. Are we going to dip below this level at some point in the next week or two? Absolutely critical to see. And you can also see the resistance zone there at 7,237 is a front cloud resistance zone, and that coincides well with what we've got on the 4-hour Ichimoku cloud. So what we really want to see is a breakout past that level there to change the outlook from bearish to bullish on the 4-hour chart. Until next time, happy cloud chart trading. Bye for now.